Simon O'Connor.
Mr Speaker, I just want to touch on firstly, 2 points that were raised. First was a question the member seated just asked where national members come from. I'm not going to draw you any pictures, but it's pretty normal and natural. Secondly was a person earlier was talking about lack of retail experience, and I know many of my colleagues on this side have a lot of retail experience from myself, be it working with my parents in their shoe shop or actually pumping gas at the petrol station, rolling ice creams, working in cinemas and so forth. Hey, but look, what I want to say in my contribution today, first and foremost, is thank you to everyone who has submitted and been part of this process. Those of us on the Select Committee, myself included, sat and listened to a range of views, and I think it is important to note there were a range of views, and understandably really strongly held. Someone just asked, like, the view of Caritas. Very clear what Caritas said. They may even be here today, was opposing this, and it's quite understandable from their perspective why, but it's been a good process. I think also I've received some feedback from constituents, not all that many, but again quite split, those who see this as a special day, and then those that don't so much. And in fact, a number of businesses in my own electorate have approached me and say, look, this is a good piece of legislation. And as one business owner noted to me, of course, that Easter Sunday currently is not a public holiday. It's actually what they call a non-tradable day. And the best way to imagine that is actually they can call in staff to work on Easter Sunday. They can stack the shelves or clean the floors. But fundamentally, what the business cannot do is open their doors to trade. So it's slightly incorrect to suggest that people are not already working on Easter Sunday. But ultimately, I think, Mr Speaker, this is about local democracy. We hear a lot in this Parliament at times about giving local councils and so forth a voice, and this is an opportunity here for local councils to, well, speak, make decisions according to what their communities want in this space, and I'm quite comfortable with that. Look, in closing, I just wanted to make a couple of comments around the discussions we've had around conscious and conscience votes. First and foremost, all my votes are always conscious. I've never been known to be not conscious when making a vote, but importantly, people are noting that this is a conscience vote. Strictly speaking, the Parliament has personal votes now, and I think it's really important to note that, the National Party, all of us are casting a vote which is the same, and people are construing that quite wrong, that somehow that's whipped or forced. No, that's actually 59 members of Parliament who have made a similar decision. But I want to point out something, Mr Speaker, which I find... That's right, actually, I know. I absolutely got to get the grammar right, but actually that's right. 59 national MPs have exercised their conscience and decided to vote in a similar way. But I think what I have found most fascinating, Mr Speaker, most fascinating is for all the vitriol and rhetoric from the other side about what we're doing as a bloc. I noticed in second reading that not one Labour Party member voted against the whole group. All Labour Party members as a group voted against this bill in second reading. All New Zealand First voted against this in second reading. All the Greens voted against this in second reading. And I find that a very strange irony, that a coincidence, as one of my colleagues says here, that somehow we're being attacked that all of us are making a conscience decision, yet all the other parties seem to be voting as a bloc. And with that little gem, I end my contribution.
A 5-minute call on behalf of the Green Party.